for Pokemon, man. What are your thoughts on grading right now?
I do. I think you should get your cards graded if you're into it. Yes, it's a personal thing, So I'm going to take my personal opinion on this. Absolutely, I'm going to grade some cards because I have a better understanding of it. Not everybody has that understanding. Um, PSA, SGC, I don't really mess with Beckett too much. I'm not have anything against Beckett. I know we do a lot of PSA and we do a lot of SGC, so I'm more familiar with that. SGC has come a long way, I think. I think that they might have a little bit of a foothold for the future. And they are a little bit more affordable. I know a lot of people are kind of deterred away from PSA because PSA tends to be a little bit more expensive, which is fine if you are able to get your money back. But that is a big thing with a lot of these collectors is if I invest all of this money and I buy into this grading company and I pay these extra fees, I don't want to just break even. I want to be able to make my money back. And I think that's a big concern, especially now when not a lot of people have a lot of extra money and the fees have continued to rise and rise and rise. Where with SGC, it seems to be a little bit more affordable, and their reputation has come a long way. I think you would agree with that. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Now they're not up to PSA standards. Who knows if they'll ever overtake PSA? I don't really think that they will, and then anytime soon, anything could happen. But what was it I was reading earlier that the PSA has graded over 40 million cards and collectibles? I mean, I think it was what they say. I wrote this down. I didn't remember. Valued at over $1 billion worth of stuff. They haven't been around forever. I think they started grading cards. What they say in '91, and then they did coins and stuff like that, coins and stamps in like the mid '80s, which is not that long ago. So say 30 years. But the last couple of years, like we talked about with the Gavin Luxes in the 2020 years,
Yeah.
in the Zion and what it did, everybody was grading everything. So with that said, you also have to kind of wonder how the grading actually was. It fair? Did PSA give out fair grades? Did SGC give out fair grades? I am in no way questioning their business. I am just simply making a statement as to, did they rush a lot of these cards to try to, get more money into the hobby? I don't know. There are a lot of things that you read out there, and there are a lot of things that you see on videos that, sometimes these things happen. But I do know that if you do it right and you end up getting the tens and even some nines, you're going to make a decent amount of money. I think I would like to personally like to see some of the nines come back with some value. I think it was either, was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when it was, if you don't have a PSA 10, your card is worthless, for lack of a better way of saying that. So anytime something came back less than a 10, you were disappointed because it was pretty much a base card in a slab that you paid for. I would like to see some of that come back down a little bit. And that's just me. I don't think I'm alone in that, but there are a lot of things I think that are good with it, and a lot of things that are bad with it, and it's up to you to make your own decision once you get into it. But definitely, everybody loves the slabbed cards, man.
Especially those tuxedos look nice.
Yeah, they look good, right?
Let me share this screen. This is according to PSA, because I saw like 6 different websites that had different things, but like, this is the highest graded cards that are in set registries are Griffey, Mark McGwire rookie, Clear Griffey, Charizard, Barry Bonds, 90 Fleer Jordan, Don Russ Griffey, Zion Prism, Upper Deck Jeter. But you can see how like this is their pop for 10s. So like, the 89 Upper Deck has 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this 2020 Charizard 40,000. The Zion Williamson rookie Prism 22,569 PSA 10s of that card.
That is crazy.
I mean, come on. So this was just all-time set top 10 graded. This is something I found real quick on